Okay, so some of the other things that we were going to pick up today were the sort of summarization of the latest research that you did over the last couple of weeks, where we said on the last pod we took 5 or 6 reports from McKinsey, Deloitte, the World Economic Forum, the Future of Britain, a cross-section of some of the latest reports, and we looked at the key insights across these reports. What were they saying, and what was really, really interesting? Now, one of the biggest concerns we found across these reports for businesses with generative AI was inaccuracy, which is sort of understandable, isn't it? You know, we have a little thing where, you know, we're saying to clients, if you let your teams loose on these things without a policy, it's like leaving your toddler at home with a box of matches and a penknife. Might not be the best idea.
Not a great idea.
No. So valid concerns, right?
It is. And I was surprised, a little bit surprised that was the number one concern. Obviously, it's broad because inaccuracy comes into play: bias, misinformation, reputational damage, financial, obviously. But inaccuracy, which is interesting because when we're talking about inaccuracy, you're actually talking about, you know, the models that people are using potentially commercially, you know, and consumer-facing ones, the GPTs, which are wide foundational models. So, and yes, they can hallucinate, and yes, therefore they are inaccurate in some cases. But actually going back to the custom AI and the your own IP and being trained on your own data, that mitigates that risk quite a lot. So inaccuracy, broadly speaking, I think part of the inaccuracy is understanding of what the models can do, and that's education. That's something we talk about a lot, isn't it? Just going into businesses and giving them the kind of broad understanding of what can and can't happen, where the data issues may be, the challenges are, the IP and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're the foundation layers, right? Education, number one, policy, number two. And we know, because again, in the research, we know nearly half of people who'd used generative AI in another report thought it produced factually correct answers every single time. So the inaccuracy fear is well-founded, and there are a number of sort of stories of people thinking it's producing correct information the whole time. We've spoken about the lawyer in the States who's now in court because of that.
So he is in a jail cell, sharing with 150 people.
Is he actually in a jail cell? You don't know. It's not. He's in court, I think.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, but you can see why, right? You know, it's a sliding scale, right?
It is a scale.
I put something out on LinkedIn that wasn't quite accurate. Okay, minimal damage. But I advised a client, or I advised
financial forecasting.
Yeah, financial forecasting, or how to structure this property so that it was safe, and now it's not safe and it's fallen down. Like, you get into pretty dangerous
finance,
situation pretty carefully. So I think it's an interesting area. Yeah.